Hey, what's going on, y'all? Another one coach's opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion, and I do this so I actually can get feedback from other coaches and get their opinion, But I wanted to talk today about sparring. The other day I was, I had a sparring session with a guy, and he said that if a guy comes and gets in the ring with him, his goal, he was taught, his goal is to knock him out, because it's disrespectful for anybody to want to get in the ring with him that's not up to his caliber. Now, that might be the teachings of some, and I can't stop it. But my thing is, I can get work from anybody, So if a guy's not up to caliber, then I'll challenge my fight. Look, I'm gonna let him throw everything, and you keep him off with a jab. We'll get rounds in, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't do you any good to knock a guy out in 15 seconds or 30 seconds that wasn't worth it, you know what I'm saying? That really couldn't defend itself or isn't on your level. But, everybody needs work. Every boxer isn't on the same level. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody had to spar with somebody more experienced. Everybody had to spar with somebody less experienced. But if you have a sparring partner, somebody you spar with on a daily basis, and every day you destroy this sparring partner, make him take knees, make him stop every single day, what good is he really doing? What good is this sparring partner? What good is the sparring? What are you getting out of this sparring? You can't even really be getting that I'm getting tougher, because you're not really sure if his level is growing. So if you're knocking him out every day or stopping him every day, it could be a lack of his training, not your training. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting better. And if you got a sparring partner that's not motivating you and not pushing you to the next level in some way, shape, or form, is he really any good to you? Is he really a good sparring partner? Is he really good for your fighter? And my thing would be no. A lot of times, there's a lot of people out here. You take a fighter such as Floyd or Andre Ward or somebody like that. If they got into the ring and beat the shit out of their sparring partners every single day, it wouldn't really do them no good. Because number one, they're not getting sparring partners. When you get at that level, it's not like Andre Ward is calling Andre Darrell and saying, yeah, I need a sparring partner, because certain fighters figure, I'm not a sparring partner. I don't go to people's camp spar anymore. That's not what I do. So you get at a certain level, the majority of people you spar with are beneath you, and you have to make some of it. Sometimes you have to put together maybe 3 guys to make a good sparring session, just so well, if I give 100% right here to this guy right here, these two gonna come in, and it makes you manage, it makes you budget your energy, and it makes you learn a little bit. Now, you don't really want, and this goes to my second point, really. If you're going somewhere sparring with people that can't do anything for you, is the sparring really worth it? If you're going to a gym and this gym caliber of fighters are nowhere near your caliber of fighters, but you go there and maybe it's a few spectators you might bring, and you're in there crushing these guys, and what good really was that sparring session if you knew it was going to happen all the time? Now, if you're working with guys that are less than you, I can see. And that doesn't mean, you always want to get something out of the sparring session. So, a lot of times I might handicap my fighter. I might say, I need you to learn to land uppercuts today. So, you know what I'm saying? You can get this, you can use your jabs, and everything else might be uppercuts. I need you to learn to land uppercuts, because you don't know how to learn uppercuts. And when he walks away from the sparring, hopefully he learns to land uppercuts. It's a challenge. He might say it wasn't open. Well, you got to make it open. You got to find a way to make this uppercut an open shot for you. And if it's not, then continue using your jab and doing what you got to do. But this guy really isn't worth you coming in here beating the crap out of him. It's not really worth it. So that's really, you know, what I want the opinion on. What, and I tell fighters, if you sparring, and I ask you at the end of sparring, what did you learn? And you really can't, if your answer is the same every day, then your sparring is for almost for nothing. If you learn the same exact thing every day, and you're not excited about learning something new or trying to put it, because like I said, I can make anybody look good on the pads. I can show you a lot of combinations with the pads. I can do all of that. I can make videos. I can Instagram. I can, oh, this guy's sharp. But if you can't take what I'm teaching you and translate it, first you translate it to the bags, because now you're using your full energy. I just showed you what your body is capable of doing and the movements you had to make, or the footwork you had to make to set it up. Now you take it to the bags, and then you take it to sparring, and hopefully you'll take it to your fight. But if you're walking away from sparring sessions with nothing, absolutely zero, or every time you say, oh yeah, my jab, I was working my jab. Oh man, did you see my jab today? I was working my jab. You know, if you're just saying basic answers, and I mean, like, every coach knows when you're lying, you know. Now, there are tough sparring where, hey, look, this is just dog sparring. I get that. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about when a guy comes in and he can't give you that dog sparring, do you still dog him out? And get out the ring, maybe 3 rounds. I mean, what did that really do for you? That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, what's your opinion? Is your thing, Jay, when I bring my team somewhere, and when you go into another gym, if it's 5 of y'all and it's 5 guys sparring, hey, look, yeah, we putting in work. We came for work. And these guys are of the caliber of sparring I need. We came for work. These guys are pushing your fighters. But if your fighters are having cakewalks with guys, and you continue going to the same gym to get cakewalked, is it really doing your fighter any good? Because I see some of these guys out here, you know, and I know when you first start off as a pro, you know, your level of competition isn't going to be up to par. You're learning to become a pro. You know, your first pro fight shouldn't be against the last guy you fought in the championship of the nationals. You know, that isn't a good first pro fight. So we know you're learning. But if by your 7 fights, only thing, you know, all your opponents together have 11 wins and 42 losses, you at least should be sparring hard. You at least should be getting some knowledge in sparring, because you're not getting any knowledge really from these pro fights when you're fighting garbage guys that's going down the 2nd round, and your fans and yourself are starting to believe the hype. You know, if you're fighting guys, if you're knocking guys out in the 2nd round that have never been beyond the 2nd round, I don't really think that's quite an accomplishment. Now, if a guy has never been beyond the 2nd round and you go to distance with him, it could be a style matchup, or you might need to check yourself. But that's where sparring comes in, because you're not going to get the tough work you need as a pro, so you keep that sparring hard, and your challenges will come as a pro. So, one coach's opinion, how do you value sparring? What do you tell your fighters? Is it a dog eat dog? Do you make adjustments? Do you try to get the best worth out of everybody that gets in the ring with you? Because everybody ain't going to be up to par. No, all coaches don't coach, you know, like you coach. I mean, you got guys that want to come sparring, you just be like, yeah, y'all can come on over. And you know, basically, that unless you challenge your fighters, it's not going to be a good, really sparring session. Sometimes you wonder why guys even want to come back, to be honest. You know, but what's the sparring like? What do you look for in sparring? You know, what do you instruct your fighters to do? You know what I'm saying? One coach's opinion, man, let me know.